hop on here and listen, I'm eating a Tom's Gerd. But I wanted to talk, hop on here and talk a little bit about a few things. One is, here's some pictures that I posted today on IG. And they're not that much difference. They're only about 5 pounds difference in these pictures, okay? Over some months. Once I got down to about the 30-pound mark, my weight loss has slowed drastically, okay? Drastically. I started at 213. I now weigh 187. And, no, I'm lying. My start weight was 219. My high weight was 219. What am I talking about, y'all? My high weight was 219. My start weight was 213 to 187, and that's with clothes on at the gym. I'm telling you all that to tell you this. I have a very long history in my 20s and 30s of eating disorder behavior. I had bulimia. Thank God I've been delivered from that. But my body knows starvation real well. So I have always had difficulty ever since I had my kid, was kind of my first kid, which I have a few. So when I had my first kid was kind of the end of that behavior for me. But of course, because of years and years and years of starvation, I gained a ton of weight after, with my first kid. Never lost any of it. Got to about 200 pounds. Would have another baby, go up 30 pounds, back down. But my weight always kind of kept creeping forward until I got to about 220, right around the 220 mark, and I was like, I have to do something, okay? I never was a binge eater. I was a grazer, and so that is something that I still struggle with now. I have to be very mindful that does not go away. They don't do surgery on our brains. They do it on our guts. So I have to make sure that I'm either, if I choose a snack, it's the right thing or for the right reasons, okay? Now, I'm telling you that to tell you this. My sleep mates have done fantastic, okay? Fantastic. Some of them have lost well over 100 pounds. We had surgery at the same time, and here I am in around the 30 mark. It was right over 30 pounds, right? 30, 34, 33 pounds, somewhere in there, okay? However, I started CrossFit around the end of September because I had been on a long stall, and actually it was probably a 6 to 8 week stall. And I thought, well, maybe if I get going again, I may see some weight loss, maybe not. We'll see. If I don't lose weight, I'll stop, blah, blah, blah. I have not gone gung-ho. I have a history of having exercise, anorexia back in the day. So, you know, I wanted to be really careful of what I was doing. So I've only gone 3 days a week, and I've actually had periods where I've taken breaks. If, you know, I listen to my body if I'm sick, if I'm not feeling well, if whatever. And sometimes I only go 2 times a week. It just depends on how I feel, but I'm trying to get up and get moving a couple times a week. Since I started CrossFit, I haven't seen that much weight loss. I've gone from like 192, between 192, 194 to, like I said, 187 with clothes on. I probably would guess by the end of next week, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm in the 185 mark, but I'm on a scale fast. I do those often now too, okay? So keep that in mind. So anyways, I'm telling you that to tell you this. Do not compare your weight loss to anyone else's journey. You don't know what their history was beforehand. You don't know how much metabolism damage they have. You don't know how their body is responding to the lack of calories because, you know, for all of us, we're very calorie restricted. And I knew going into this that I probably would not lose weight like my sleeve mates, but it's still been a psychological game. It's been very difficult. I am extremely ecstatic for everyone around me who has had tremendous amount of weight loss, but it's still hard for me because it's scary. Because you feel like this is it. This is my last chance. What am I going to do after this? I don't know what I'm, you know, you get fearful. And so I did a comparison today, which are these pictures of just 5 to 6 pounds difference since September, y'all, like the end of September. Okay, that's how long and how little I've lost, okay? Now, I won't tell you, I can't tell you I've been perfect. If you've seen my YouTube videos, I've had times where it gets too much for me to eat the protein because I get so full fast. And so I was snacking on like snack chips of my kids. I've had to eliminate that. I can't do that anymore because it's just not conducive. Even if it's only 150 calories, I just feel like that will lead to other behaviors that I don't want to have in my life. And you know, it became something that for me was more of an emotional crutch. But I can't say eliminating that made some huge difference. I am not drinking like sugary drinks at home. I drink water, blah, blah. So I do all the recommended things, but I knew that this may be my route. The only area of improvements that I can see that I really need to do is making sure that I get my water and always hitting my protein. I still struggle with that. I think that will be huge, especially because of the output that I have in exercise. So that is one of my personal goals going now. But I want you to see, you know, if you're someone who has had slow weight loss, and especially if you've implemented exercise and it's not something that you want to give up, please make sure you're having someone do your measurements, have someone take your picture, make sure you're comparing in other ways besides the scale so that you are seeing the whole picture and not just depending on your scale, because we use that to, you know, as an idol, and is it going to make my day or whatever, and then we don't give ourselves credit for all the areas that our lives have changed since we had VSG. So just be encouraged if you're like me, if you're a slow loser, and you know, the lie for me is Satan wants to say you're not going to do it because they only say that you lose a certain amount of pounds in the first 4 months, and after that you're stuck and, you know, it's not going to work. Well, no, that's not going to be. And I'm saying for me, positive affirmation, that is not my journey. That my journey may be slow. My journey may not look like my neighbors, but my journey is my journey. And as long as I'm honest with myself about my eating, and as long as I call myself on the carpet when I know that I'm doing things where I'm eating for emotion and not turning to God, and I'm holding myself accountable, that I will do this and I will reach my goals, and those are defined by what God has for me. So I just want you to be encouraged to, you know, focus on what is right instead of what is wrong. Focus on the areas of your life that have already changed. Do not hold on to the negative things, you know, or what you've done in the past. Just focus on today and go forward with a positive attitude, and you will get there, all right? And love on yourself, which is most important. So you guys have a blessed day, and love everyone.